people. Boys and girls are looking at celebrities and magazines thinking, I want to be like that. This is how the media affects body image in plain English. Here is an overweight boy named Miguel. Miguel wants to be like him. He's a strong, muscular man, but Miguel's making bad choices. Miguel's becoming bulimic to get fit. Bulimia is a disorder in which a person makes themselves vomit after eating so that they don't gain weight. Miguel could also make better choices in exercise. He could also eat healthier foods like carrots, broccoli, apples, and grapes. Girls are also affected by what they see in the media. Anorexia is when a person stops eating to get thinner. Jennifer could also make good choices and eat healthier foods instead of not eating at all. Both of these disorders can happen by people wanting to look like the people in the media. This is how the media affects body image in plain English. Thank you. By Ada Olivero, Alex Cruz, David Rivas, and Kimberly Luna.
Oh my god! It broke!
What did she break?
You know what?
Alright, now pause it.
David, stop!
Let's go. I'm gonna try to do it one.
So vomit after eating so that
Stop. Yo, just today's not our date.
guys.
Today's not our date.
Yo, miss! That thing
Have you ever noticed that women and men in stories are different than the actual women and men in the real world? This is gender in storytelling in plain English. These are the basics of gender. Gender is a range of characteristics that distinguish male from female. Women in stories are weak, beautiful, and thin. Sometimes, though, women in the real world are mean, out of shape, and ugly. Men in stories are usually tall, strong, handsome, and protective. Men sometimes in the real world are weak, short, and don't protect their women. Women in stories are usually have to be saved by the men. It is because women are portrayed as scared or too weak to defend themselves. The men are always saving women. Haven't you ever seen a real woman who are able to take care of themselves without a man's help? I bet you have. Everyone you see has something unique about them. They are just some people who do not like to show it. There is not a single person in this world that is perfect. There will never be. This was Gender in Storytelling in plain English. Thanks for watching. Credits: Emily, cameraman; Joey, narrator; Randy, handman. Have you noticed that women and men...
No, I gotta do it again.
Have you ever noticed that women and men in stories are different than the actual women and men in the real world? This is...
Oh my god.
I look into the world and all I see is men and women, and I wonder how they were created in this form. This is gender genetics in plain English.
No. Ring ring. That's out.
Genetics is the study of the characteristics that are passed down from parent to child. Let's say you're having a newborn baby. The chance of the embryo turning out to be male or female is a 50% chance. A newly fertilized egg is one tiny little object called a zygote. Focal point of a zygote is the chromosomes. A chromosome is part of a cell that carries the genes that give living things their special characteristics. For the sex chromosomes, there are two types of chromosomes, an X chromosome and a Y chromosome. Our mom has two X and X chromosomes, and the dad has an X and Y chromosome. If an X and Y chromosome match up, the embryo will turn out to be a male. And if two X chromosomes match up, the embryo will turn out to be female. Probability tells us that there should be 50% male in the world and 50% female in the world. The thing is that you can decide if you want a male or female baby. It depends on the male sperm cells. They travel through the female's X cell, X or Y, and the sperm cell carrying whichever chromosome goes inside the female's X cell. And that's how male and female are created.
Credits: Daniel Cabrera,
Marcus Tejera.
Adrian Herrera.
Raul Molina. Thank you
For watching.
We gotta restart it. We had to keep it like that, not like that.
Look into the world and all I see is men and women. Gender genetics in plain English.
There we go. Messed up. Messed up. Missed it.
I look into the
How is that funny?
I look into the world and all I see is men and women.
Who cares?
And I wonder how. I look into the world and all I see is men and women, and I wonder how they were created.
No, you made a mistake.
Stereotypes of boys in plain English. I hate how boys act sometimes. I guess it's just a stereotype. Stereotype is an unfair opinion of a person based on the group that they belong to. I hate how boys are so violent. Boys are so violent because they like to play rough games like football, basketball, hockey, etc. Do you see what I did right there? I just made a gender stereotype. Gender stereotype is an unfair opinion of a person based on their gender. Gender means a range of characteristics that distinguish male from female, in which male traits are typically masculine and female traits are usually weak. Anyways, another stereotype is that men should be protected. Men are thought to be protected because they stand up for women most of the time. This is not always true because girls can be officers, soldiers, and firemen. The next stereotype I will tell you is that they don't have to clean the house. They usually don't have to clean the house because they're too busy being the man of the house. This is not always true because some families don't even have the man of the house. Some families only have the mom. The stereotype that gets me the most is that they think they're so smarter than girls in math and science. For example, math and science teachers are often female, so this is not always true. Fourth stereotype I will tell you is that they're better at fixing things. For example, they think they're better at fixing DVD players, computers, OTVs, and sinks. But I can tell you right now, this is not always true because nowadays, women can be electricians, engineers, and doctors. The last stereotype I will tell you is that boys are jealous. Really? Everybody gets jealous. Everybody are expected to get jealous, but boys are expected to suck it up, and girls are expected to be sensitive. I hope you guys actually learn from this. Again, this is Stereotypes of Boys in Plain English. Credits: Gregory Nguyen, Israel Valencia, and Orlando Romero. Thank you. Oh my god.
Based on the group.
And it's still recording. I know, I have to put the bad card in. Person based on the group that they belong to.
You messed it up again. What's wrong with you?
Oh my god.
Oh, did you say?
Go.
Women's suffrage in plain English. Suffrage means having the right to vote. It all started about 1900 in the United States. The United States is making changes for the voting of men only. The women wanted the right to vote also. In 1900, they made two groups of women. A new marching said that women wanted to be treated equally in their right to voting. They believed that we are all equal citizens. Susan B. Anthony was part of the group of marching. She proved that women should be equal, and she got arrested for that. The suffrage of women won in 1920. Ever since then, women in the United States have been allowed to vote. Women's suffrage in plain English. Thank you. By Ashley Forrest, Jose Batista, Nidia Morales, and Brandon Lopez. Suffrage means having the They made two groups of
Again.
Ashley Forrest, Jose Batista, Nidia Morales, and Brandon Lopez.
That's too late. Dang.
Stereotypes for women, and in plain English. There are many stereotypes and expectations in the world for how women should behave. This is the definition for gender stereotype. It is an unfair opinion of a person based on that gender group they belong in. One stereotype of women is that women are not good at sports. But if you go on the website of NBA, you will see that women do play sports, like basketball, and they are good at it too. Another stereotype of women is that women are expected to wear sexy clothes, even though men wear comfortable clothes. And women are sometimes expected to wear tight clothes. Another stereotype of women is that women are not good at science. But here in the Wetherbee School, of all the science teachers are females. It's not true that all men are good at science, because some boys struggle at it.
I can't understand it.
The end.
Woo!